Hi everyone. Today I would like to share with you some success factors that have been discovered and experienced by the hosted transform practitioners in what works and what does not really work. If you start providing sessions in your organizations or in the classroom with your students or in your co-workspace or whatever workspace you actually work, and we've collected 10 success factors, and who knows, you will discover more. We love to get to know about these as well. But for now, we would love to save you a lot of hassle and maybe difficulties when you start these sessions, which can be pretty excited. So that's why we wanted to mention 10. Well, here you see me actually providing one of the sessions, and we always wrap up with a photo, and it was really nice. I was at a co-work space, and there was a friend of mine, a director of an organization, and co-workers. They got connected, and that was really successful because you got the information of an organization combined with the entrepreneurs, and even the CEO of a startup was there on the right side. So that was pretty cool. Well, 10 factors to successfully um, provide a session in your workspace. Well, first of all, you do not have to name it literally a hosted transform, right? I mean, this is the name of the movement, of the organization, if you will, that started all this. But if you want to call it network event or whatever, please feel free to do that. That's why I put it between brackets. Whatever suits your organization, but we will come to that. Well, first of all, train intrinsic motivated people or practitioners. Um, we often had the experience that people wanted to join, but were not really sure if they could do it, or if they really liked it, or sometimes you get managers that push people to join a session. Well, this is not really sustainable because in the end, this person has to provide sessions out of own motivation and not by feeling pushed by others. So make sure the people that join the training, host transform trainings, that they love to work with people, and that's already the second point, that they enjoy love to work with people, for people, and that get inspired by it and energized. Um, Often these are the more extrovert people, but it's not always the case. It's also a term of stretching your comfort zone. So maybe in the beginning you find it a little bit scary or awkward, but you get used to it, and there's a new world opening up for you then. So that's pretty exciting. So feeling excited is only natural. However, if you do not like to work with people in general, or you're more an Einzelgänger, or work, yeah, just that, this is totally fine. Maybe it's not for you. And then there's other people that would love to provide these sessions. Okay. So a third success factor when you kickstart those sessions in your workspace or your work environment, um, is that you rather not start those sessions, the trainings, I should say, by yourself. It can be, first of all, pretty lonesome, or you feel energized during the training because you meet all those people, but then you go back to your workspace and then you figure out there's you're the only one who got inspired by all these cool methods of unlocking potential and energy in your workspace. So now you're by yourself. And second of all, it's also really nice to be with someone that can coach you and has the same state of mind and same starting point as you have. And yeah, as you all know, 1 plus 1 is 11. So you can really help each other with that. We started our sessions also with we call it a little pool, a pool of practitioners in several co-work spaces. And at the moment also in the government departments, and other institutions, there's small pools of practitioners that kick off those sessions on a weekly base. So yeah, so there's consistency because if as well, so that's the third reason, there's more consistency. If you're sick or you might change department or something, then suddenly those sessions are not taking place anymore. So for several reasons, it's good to start kicking off those sessions in your work environment when you would, I would say more than three, but yeah, more than you yourself. It's way more fun. You learn more from each other and it's more sustainable. Fourth success factor starting these sessions is that, yeah, the more alignment you get on forehand and more awareness by people around you, the better, because they will join those sessions when you provide them, and they might become ambassadors, the early adopters on forehand, because it's something new in your organization. People will not know about it, so it's really cool to actually feel that support. And not only by facts, it's really easy, it's way better if you have ambassadors, but also in terms of your mental strength. It's really nice when people have kind of nudge you providing a session, because you might not always feel like providing one because you're also busy or have other things on your mind. So it can become a mutual way of facilitating that. Fifth of all, yes, try to get as many different people in your groups as possible, I would say. I mean, start easy, start with a group of people and, give yourself a break. But over time, I would really like to challenge you to get a group of people that exist out of multiple people from maybe different governance layers, or maybe different roles in your organization, or maybe even from outside the organization. The other day, one of the practitioners had one of their clients joining the sessions, and that gave a lot of extra dimension, because yeah, it's really different than getting to the point immediately and feel not really connected with one and the other. Now, yeah, this person had a laugh with random people, and then the meeting started. So I think that's really powerful. And yeah, you get to see the face behind the people of the organization. And I think that's really rare, or often it takes a lot of time to get to that stage. So if there's multiple people, disciplines, or teams, or hierarchies, or management layers, or maybe other stakeholders from outside, could even be your friend, working at different organizations and want to have lunch with you, do invite them, because I think this mixture is really key of the success of Host Transform, connecting networks outside the organization with networks inside the organization. Okay. So yeah, you get new resources, new insights, etc. in your organization. I think that's obvious. Sixth of all, the name of the session. Like I said, yeah, choose whatever name resonates with you, but most of all with the people you provide the sessions for. Yeah, it might be that those people, that your colleagues or your students or your peers, or clients even, are charmed by a certain terminology or triggered by a certain terminology, like boosting your network session, or fitness for your mind and network session, or secret society, like one of the organizations came up with secret society. So you feel really proud that you're the exclusive person that is allowed to or invited to those sessions. And this is a really great approach, I think, because yeah, if you invite everyone and you get a lot of no responses, then it's really difficult to get those Host and Storm sessions yeah, popularized. So I would suggest yeah, call it in a way that resonates with you, but most of all with the participants in your organization. So maybe little coffee break, network moment, whatever. You come up with something. This will take time, but over time you will come up with something. Seventh of all, start with yeah, that's what I just mentioned. Start with a concept name and adapt it over time. Listen to your participants, etc. Yeah, and also frame it positively, not lacking. Removing the sleep out of your eye sessions, or connecting hierarchy with the operation. I mean, that's not really positive, of course. I'm not saying this is the case. So frame it positively, what you actually benefit from the session. So networks, energy, connectivity, exchange of networks, knowledge, and skills and other resources. Invite participants to join in a persuasive way. This is what I already mentioned. For example, by mentioning the secret society approach, that they get an email in their inbox, and that is already announcing the session will take place in department X or in meeting room Z, and there they have to be at 11 o'clock. I think that's pretty cool, because then they will definitely show up and not let you down because they feel so special. People are easy peasy sometimes, but I think if there's scarcity and exclusivity, yeah, people are willing to do more. Yeah, also in terms of the training, also try to get intrinsically motivated participants. I mean, it's okay when there's people with resistance, but yeah, try to get to the lower fruit, as we say, first. One of the participants said, yeah, if I start with inviting the managers, I will get demotivated because they're always busy, etc. So start with the people that work next to you, that make you feel more comfortable with, so you make it yourself easy as well. And last but not least, enjoy the process. I mean, you will come up with way new and more input than I have for you right now after 2 years of practice. So I'm curious if you have any input, success factors based on your experience. Please note it down below. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write them below. But I think it's even more easy to go to bit.ly/H2T question. And if you have a good question, I might even make a video out of it. So don't hesitate to, if you have any questions about how to facilitate a group that might know each other or do not know each other, how to engage them, how to deal with decision-making processes of multi-stakeholders. It could be anything, surprise me and I will do my best. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and also let me know if this was of help. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have an agile day.